Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today I got a pretty chill video coming at ya. This is going to be the comps I'm using to solo the brutal content for this raid rerun. So my last raid video was for new players. This is going to be one for people who have a little bit more developed account, but maybe just want to copy one of my teams and one of my strategies to get some really easy solo brutal difficulty clears in. And 3 out of the 4 I can clear consistently, with Two-Headed Dragon being the one that is really rough. In fact, I'll just say something about Two-Headed Dragon real quick. Oberon can do it by himself, but it requires, at least for me, it required a lot of like his counterattack proccing, which is just not reliable. So even though he can do it, it's not something I can just like set down and not worry about. However, a lot of them I can, and let's start with Siren. So here's my loadout for Siren. We'll jump into the fight here in just a second, but let me show you my build. Look, if you have Cloud, there are a ton of different ways you can do this. He could do it as a slasher, he can do it as a missile unit. I'm going to show you my build here. It's as a missile unit. I focus on the lightning kitty here, Coral. Let me show you the loadout that I have just in case you want to copy it. I go all the way down to the missile attack, I get lightning attack up, and I do critical damage up because it's Cloud and he just crits all the time. You could also go water eater. Like, it's really back and forth. And if you didn't want to do missiles, you could just go all the way down this water eater tree instead. It's perfectly fine either way. He stomps this fight. It's not even tough. Now, there are some things you have to do though to make his AI solo this effectively. One of them is bells. Like, you need him to use bells on turn 1. In order to do that, you have to come into a soldier job, make sure soldier's honor is off, make sure punisher mode is off so he won't even think about doing those. And then for his ranger sub, I just turn off barrage because he'll end up using some slashing chains. He'll use his triple slash attack to kill the adds while simultaneously hitting the boss. And barrage costs 45 AP. Don't want Cloud running out of AP, so I don't want him using barrage. And I have his limit break, Ascension, turned off. Don't want him using that, too expensive. I want him using his cheap missile attacks or his cheap slashing attacks. Sharpshoot, supercharge, poison arrow. Just use these. He'll hit for like max damage with them anyway, so that's perfectly fine. And then for his support abilities, I set ex-soldier, first class, and mercenary, maximum damage, and I don't want his range to be super long where he can step forward and shoot the boss on turn 1. So there's the setup. Let's go to the fight, and I'm just gonna like walk you through how it plays out. It's really fast. Okay, so here we go. Now Cloud pops bells first turn, that's really important, runs forward, and then Siren and the adds will come forward, they'll stand next to each other, and so Cloud will then use triple slash to kill one add and do, pretty significant damage to Siren. I prefer this over barrage because sometimes when I was running barrage, yes, he could hit all of them right there, but he might run low on AP later in the fight, so I just do this. It's how it works for me, and if you want to copy my build, it definitely works. And then as this fight plays out, you'll see for mine, Cloud's just going to hit for almost max damage with his missile attacks over and over and over again, and eventually he'll just wear the boss down. Like I said, this one, in my opinion, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10 on reliability. I've literally never lost this fight with this build. Not once. He wins every single time. So that, in my opinion, makes this like the best one to farm. You don't have to worry about proc and reflex. Siren's not killing Cloud, and since Cloud is not a healer, he won't start healing himself when he's low on AP and start making, oh no, I'm gonna run out of turns, a worry. He's gonna focus solely on doing damage, and he'll win the fight. Sometimes you only have 2 or 3 turns left, sometimes you have 4 or 5, it depends on crits and all of that, especially his crits on his auto attacks that generate some more AP. Now, another thing to say, Siren can also put your units to sleep. Now, I've never had her do that in this one-on-one build, but when I've tried to run Cloud with like a partner, like when I've brought Baby J's account into play, sometimes Siren will end up putting, like doing some AoE move and putting him to sleep. If you're running into problems with sleep, you can just build the white marshmallow miniature. You don't even have to build a +5. It has sleep resist on there right there. So you can put that on him if you're having some problems with sleep. I don't anticipate that. Okay, let's go to the next one. And the next one I want to talk about is the Golem raid. This is the other one that I can do every single time. Like, my Halloween little Leela just doesn't lose this fight. And you can see I have bells on her. She doesn't even proc it. Like, she never even uses bells because she's always in range to do damage. I have her set as Arithmetician, both main job and sub job. I leave all of her damage abilities on. In fact, I just leave everything on in her main job. And then in her sub job, I leave, guess what? Everything on. It's that easy. It's that easy. Now, I do have a +5 baton right there. I like the silver rim spectacles because it gives her a little more starting AP. Leela does run into some AP problems in this fight. She ends up having to do some auto attacks, but it doesn't cost her anything. And you can just see the rest of the setup I have here. You will get some damage levy procs off. That I still don't lose. Even if I don't get damage levy procs off, I don't lose the fight. Sometimes it gets down to the last 1 or 2 turns though. I'm using, for Espers and Vision Card, I'm just running with Typhoon. We can take a peek at my Typhoon set out right here, set out, what the hell is that? Loadout right here. Earth Eater, Wind Attack up, Magic up. That's the focus here, just maximum damage. Again, that's the thing, maximum damage with this one. Leela will, she just goes off on him. Let's go watch the fight, you'll see what I mean. Okay, now, unlike Cloud, Leela won't actually use bells because you can see she's immediately going to be in range to do damage to the mobs. She's going to AoE clear all of the adds on my run on her first 2 turns without even doing damage to Golem. And at first I was like, man, is this going to be a problem? Is she like going to start running out of AP in this fight because she's killing the adds and not hitting him? But it never has been. Like, I can run this fight over and over again with this setup, and you can see she just tees off on him. Like, Golem cannot resist her magic damage. And he's not the only one. She's tough to deal with for like every Earth unit in this game. Golem, the raid boss himself, not excluded from that. The interesting part of this fight comes here in a minute. You can see that Leela is starting to run low on AP. She has a lot of really cheap spells that she's using, and even then, she still starts running out. She makes up for that by having the summon, right there, there's the big Esper summon, stuns him, and then she's in auto attack mode. Her auto attacks will actually generate enough AP for her here to kill him anyway. And you can see, at this point, I still haven't gotten a single damage levy proc off yet. You're good for 1 or 2 a run, almost no matter what. And I think maybe on this one, I don't remember, I recorded it a minute ago. I think she actually kills him with one, which would be pretty cool. Is it right here? Yeah, he hits her, she damage levies him for the kill, but she would have killed him on the next turn anyway. So it's not actually a problem. Like, I didn't 100% need that damage levy to get the kill. This is a very easy setup. And it's consistent. This one just wins every single time. This is the other raid that I will be farming a lot. Now, I want to go to Diabolos next. This is one that is very soloable. I'm going to show you my team, but it's not as reliable as I would like it to be. Okay, so I'm using Yuna to solo Diabolos, and let me show you a couple things I got here. First of all, I'm running Bahamut. I have Galmaicoat for more damage, right? Like maxing out that magic. Then I'm running Magic Up and Mooncrest, both of which give Yuna more magic. You can see her magic stat is almost 1600 in this build, which is insane. Then in her main job, right? I turn re-raise off. She won't actually, like, I just turned this off to feel better about it. She doesn't actually use it in this, but okay, let me just show you what I got. I turned that off. Then I got Holy. I turn Curaga off. I have full life on, doesn't matter in this. Prey, I leave Prey on. This gives her a heal she can do. And then Sonic Wings stays on. Then in Kodadama Wielder, I leave basically everything on in here except for Unevadable Pain because it's small damage type, and Nimble Movement because I don't want her casting that buff. Now, let's go into the... Oh wait, one more thing. The most important thing, I forgot to say it. Mega Flare on, so leave your summon on. But Energy Ray, your limit break, turn that off. It's 58 AP, really, really expensive, and she'll be in range to do this on the first turn, which you don't want. She needs to pop bells on the first turn. Okay, let's go to the fight. Let's walk through how it plays out. So here we are, and you can see because I have Space Chicken turned off, Yuna will use bells on turn 1, and that solves a lot of her AP problem. Now, the thing about this fight is if you don't get any Aeon Bond procs, you might lose. I probably win with this build 8 or 9 out of 10 times, but 8 or 9 out of 10 does not feel as good as 10 out of 10 like the last two. You can see Yuna just hits this guy super hard, but she takes a lot of damage in return. Now, you can go for like a tankier build where she takes less damage. However, it's not necessarily the way I like to go. You have Aeon Bond, and you can see sometimes, like right here, it procs at really stupid times when you're like full HP, you just healed yourself, and now Aeon Bond is healing you 3 times in a row and it feels pointless. That's whatever. And so you can see in this run I actually had Curaga turned on. I tend to just turn it off and let her use Prey. As far as the ads go, she will start killing the ads as they group up on the boss. Diabolos, though, has like 100 hate, which means she's going to target him with every single thing she does, and she'll only worry about the ads if they are close to him. Like right there, Bursting Light, she got a double kill and hit the boss. This other ad's getting close, so she'll start worrying about him here in a minute. Now, these get tight. Like, these runs get tight. It's always a clincher for me when I'm fighting Diabolos, and that's why I just don't like to farm this one. It was also kind of like this for me when the raid ran the first time. Like, I just remember being like, man, it's cool that I could solo this raid with Yuna, and this might have been one of the first raids that was soloable by a single UR unit. But man, it just never was 100% because you need some Aeon Bonds, or she ends up wasting too many turns healing herself. Like right there, that'd have been a really clutch Aeon Bond. It would have saved the Curaga, you know, from having to be cast and let her just keep doing damage, but that's not what we didn't get lucky with that time. Okay, she will eventually summon. That will finish off the last ad in this run. Diablo's gonna just keep hitting her back. She's gonna trade with him. She's down to 40 AP at this point, so she Spirit Breaks him, prays a little bit, which gives her back some AP, and that's one reason why you do want to leave some heals on, because if she's forced to heal once or twice, well, it's nice because it does generate some AP for her, and so that is useful. That's my comp. Like, those are the teams that I'm using. Let me go ahead real quick and show you the loadout I have for Bahamut. It shouldn't be a big surprise here. Like how I have him built, you just go in maximum damage, right? Maximum damage. Magic up, magic attack up. I didn't go all the way down Maneater because, like, you don't need Maneater for killing Diabolos. So just get as much damage as you can and enjoy the beatdown you put on the guy. Like I said, I don't have a video of me beating Two-Headed Dragon because I don't want to show you a comp and be like, hey, AJ said that you could beat him with this Oberon. It's just not reliable. I don't like doing Two-Headed Dragon, so that sucks. But there's my fights for the 3 that I can beat. So if you want to copy those build outs, there you go. If you have a better build, share with me in the Discord. Like, share. We got a video sharing area so people can watch your videos. I bet you people have better Diabolos clears than me. Like, if you have a better Golem or a better Siren clear, doesn't matter, because I'm still beating it every time, and I guarantee you those comps will for you too, if you can copy them. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me directly, Amazon Coin affiliate link. Have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Peace.